Hey guys, welcome back, and today we will be doing area. So the area of a plane figure is the size of the surface enclosed by its boundary. So the first thing we're going to do is finding the area of a triangle. So there are about 3 different formulas that we can use to find the area of a triangle. So the first formula is area is equal to half base times height. So B is the base of the triangle and H is the height of the triangle. Right? So we usually use this formula when we have right angled triangles or triangles that you can visibly see the height. Now the height is the vertical line. So this here is the height and this here is the base. Right? So let's say, for example, we have this here, 7 meters, and the base is 6 meters. Now using the formula, we just say half times 6 times 7. This goes into this 3 times, so that means the answer is 21 meters squared. Let's say we had this here. Again, we could use this formula because we have the height, which is half times 10 times 5. This cancels this. This goes here 5. So we have 25 meters squared. Another formula we could use is Herons' formula, which is area is equal to the square root of S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Right? And S is called the semi-perimeter of the triangle, and we find that by saying A plus B plus C, which is all 3 sides of the triangle, divided by 2. And we usually say that A plus B plus C is the perimeter. Let's say the triangle looks like this. Here we realize that we have no visible height. So let's say this is 10, this is 12, and this is 8. Here we use Herons' formula. It doesn't matter which side you label A, B, and C. So let's say we call this A, B, and C. So using the formula, A is equal to, so we say that A was 10, B was 8, and C was 12. The first thing we need to do is find what S is, which is 10 plus 8 plus 12, all divided by 2, which is 30 divided by 2. That means S is equal to 15. Let's say the meter. So S is 15. So now, all we do is A is equal to the square root 15. So anywhere we see S, we put 15. 15 minus A, which is 10, times 15 minus B, which is 8. 15 minus 12, which is C. So here we have 15 times 5 times 7 times 3. And that gives us the square root of 1575, which is equal to 39.686 meters squared. There's another formula we could use to find the area of a triangle, which is half AB sine C. So let's say we have a triangle here, A here, which is equal to 10 meters, B here, which is equal to 12 meters, and we have angle C here, which is 30 degrees. All we do here is we say A is equal to half times 10 times 12 sine 30. And this is equal to 30 meters squared. So now we can go and find the area of a square. So let's say this is our square. And let's say this is 3 centimeters. Now the formula for area of a square is length squared, or length times length. So if they gave you one side, you would automatically know that all the sides are 3 centimeters. Now remember, we only need two sides, so the formula, all we would do is say 3 times 3, which gives us 9 centimeters squared. And that's basically all there is to solving the area of a square. Now let's try and find the area of a rectangle. Now the formula for the area of a rectangle is length times width. So let's say this was 10 centimeters and this was 5 centimeters. Now opposite sides are equal. So if this side is 5 centimeters, this side is also 5. And if this side is 10, this side is also 10 centimeters. All we need to do now is substitute 10 times 5. And again, multiplication is commutative. And that gives us 50 centimeters squared. And that's all there is to find in the area for a rectangle. Okay, so now we're going to try circle. Now with the circle, we have this here, which is half of the circle, which is called the diameter. And half of the diameter itself is called the radius. So now the formula for the area of a circle is pi r squared. We have a circle here, and we were given the radius as, let's say, 7 centimeters. Now the area is equal to pi r squared. Now pi is usually equal to 22 over 7 or 3.142. So let's say we're going to use 22 over 7 times 7 squared. So we could do elimination here and cancel one of the 7s, and then we would say 22 times 7, which is equal to 154 centimeters squared. Let's say instead we have a circle here, and we're given the diameter as 20 centimeters. Now we could find what half of the diameter is, which is 10. We could still use this formula here. Say pi, which is 22 over 7 times 10 squared. 10 squared is 100. So it's 22 divided by 7 times 100, and that gives you 314.29 centimeters squared. And that's basically all there is to find the area of a circle. So the rhombus kind of looks like a square, but tilted. So we usually have the height here, and we call this here B, which is the base. So the formula for a rhombus is quite easy. It is just base times height. So let's say the height was equal to 2 centimeters, and the base was equal to 3 centimeters. So it will be base, which is 3, times height, which is 2. So that means the area will be 6 centimeters squared. Now let's try a parallelogram. It is just like the rhombus, but it more looks like a rectangle, a slanted rectangle. So again, we have the height and we have the base along here. So let's say again, so the formula again is area is equal to base times height. So let's say this is 10 and the base is 20. That means it's 20 times 10, which is equal to 200 centimeters squared. So the last one we're going to do is trapezium. So the trapezium looks like this. Here we have the height. We call here A. This again is B. So A is the area of one parallel side of the trapezium. B is the length of the other parallel side, and H is the height. So the formula for the trapezium is half A plus B times the height. So let's say A was equal to 10, B was equal to 12, and the height was 7. So it is half 10 plus 12 times 7. So it is half 22 times 7. So we could cancel these. That means we'll get 77 centimeters squared. That's all for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.